Short introduction how to mount the 3D system on a microscope. The microscope to be used preferred to be a Labomed Prima DNT microscope. In case you have another brand, please make sure that you use the same kind of fitting of the double beam splitter which you see over here. A size Pica will also be workable. What you see here is the double beam splitter with two special adapters for the Sony Handycam cameras. On this thread you will screw the second camera. Here the camera is already mounted. When you start working, make sure that the lens cover is opened, and when you open the camera you see directly the image. All the cabling of the system has been labeled, which enables you to have the cables, HDMI cables of the two left and the right camera. This will be guided to the two little converters which are on the table. We have a left converter and a right one, and the output of the left converter, the number 3, is then guided here to the 3D generator. All the cables are coded, so if you just keep the coding according to the schematic plan, you will find here on the output HDMI full H3 image, which has been also synchronized. At the moment I'm taping this video with the second camera, so you don't see on the beamer a full 3D image, but you can you definitely see that the system is working with one camera. When you use a 3D beamer, you have a remote control. On the remote control you have a special button, it's 2D, 3D. The beamer will recognize a proper 3D image. However, if you want to switch over to 2D, you just press it once and the beamer will show only one of the cameras. With the 3D beamer we also supply 2 sets of special goggles. These goggles are only working with this kind of beamer. I will switch on one of the goggles and you will see when it is connected that it starts flipping between the left and the right glass. This is essential because without these goggles you will not see the 3D imaging. Here you can see one of the glasses which is recharged. It is done by a standard USB cable, so you can just hook it up to your computer. When you set up the system, you get from us the beam splitter with the 2 outputs. Every signal can be rotated by the prism that you see over here. If I start rotating, you see also that the image is rotating in the screen. The trick is that you have both images at the same time on the screen, and by changing the rotation and the size, which is done over here with the zoom option on the camera, I will just rotate it a little bit, we'll just enlarge it a little bit. You will have the 2 images which are almost identical on the screen. If you have this on the screen, then you know that you have a proper image for 3D. Afterwards you put on the goggles and you can enjoy the full 3D image. This setup what you see here, it is failing one item. Normally on here we mount a screen with in the screen a 3D grabber which can grab up to 50 frames a second full HD.